Hello everyone! I have a different setup if you didn't watch my last video, and today we'll be creating April's setup, which is cat themed. So going straight into the time lapse, not gonna lie, this theme took so long because I'm not great at drawing cats or animals at all, but I think I got some good practice creating this theme. In the cover page, I'm drawing a giant cat tree. Normal cat trees aren't this big, and I think if I was a cat, this would be like an amazing playground. Like when I was younger, I'd be really excited to go to a playground where the structures are huge and intricate because there's so many things you could do. So I kind of think that this is the cat version of it. I decided to put 5 cats, and right here I'm drawing the one that's grooming itself on the highest point of the tree. It was fun to give the cats some characters, like this one that's sleeping with its tail hanging off, and this one eyeing the toy. For the title, I'm using brown colored brush pen with black shadow outline. I'm cutting a lot out so the video isn't like an hour long because there's so much I wanted to show you. Inside the writing, I drew some pink cat paw prints. I drew a box that encloses the page here and erased some section. Then I'm going to fill in the color. So for the cat tree, I'm using brown, beige, and pink, which I really like how the combination turned out. I used brown as the platforms, beige as the pillars where the cats can scratch, and pink for softer areas like this hammock and the bed. I also didn't color within the lines, but of course video editing does magic to erase those away. This theme will also be more colorful because the cats do have different colors like in real life, such as orange, black, brown, white, and like a Russian blue color because that's a cat breed that I really like, although the fur and the coloring won't be super realistic. Like this orange one, I just went with it and didn't look up a reference, so the pattern might look a little weird, but yeah, lots of variety and creative freedom here. And here's my attempt at the Russian blue fur, which I could have used like blue grayish color, but this also looks kind of cool, like a cool blue highlighting that's going on there. I also included paw prints. Then, of course, putting it in Goodnotes within the notebook and the front cover. For the monthly page, I'm drawing 3 more cats depicting one of their favorite activity, which is to cause chaos. Well, as depicted in media. The 3 cats that I actually know that inspired this theme are well-behaved most of the time. So 2 are playing with a yarn ball and 1 is trying to play or catch the fish. I didn't like the way the cat eyes are turning out, so I went with more cartoon-like eyes, which made the cats more expressive looking. the colors are the colors of the cat that I know that I mentioned. Actually, here's some pictures of them. The blending tool helped a lot with mixing colors and getting different textures because cat furs aren't uniform and they have lots of different shades. With this cat, I tried to mimic the color of a Siamese tabby, but of course, still not very realistic. And by this time, I was ready to move on. For the title, I'm going with pink with a brown outline. I really like the floating boxes from last month, so I decided to do the same, but these boxes have rounded edges so they look more bubble-like. I also left space in the middle to drag and drop in the cats because after planning it out, having the cats at the bottom or the top doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing and kind of out of place. So here I also went back to draw these cat paws so that they will go in the empty spaces at top and bottom of the page. Finally, I wrote in the days at the top with pink and the dates within the boxes. Here is the mood tracker, which I went all out with. It's like a cat lady shelf because there are so many cat related items, and I feel like some cats do like jumping on shelves since it elevates them. This was really fun to make because I had to rack my brain for types of items that would be on a shelf, but I also didn't want it to look too empty or too full, so finding that balance. It was also like, what object can I make cat shapes and cat related, so I also added plenty of cat noses and whiskers. I thought this cat version of Russian dolls, where when you open a bigger one, you keep getting smaller dolls, pretty cool. I wonder if that actually exists. I don't think you could see it too much in the time-lapse, but I used a separate layer for each item, only because I wanted to do a cool Instagram post. Which, by the way, if you haven't checked it out, I have so much extra content there now. And you can literally talk to me on there if you wanted to, and I'd appreciate the support. I thought these Polaroids are also pretty cute. One of them has a cat head area and the other one is a cheeky cat walking away and looking back, so all you could see is like the butt and the tail. I thought that was like classic. There's also a catnip candle with matches, which I don't know if those exist, but feels like maybe it shouldn't because cats would go crazy and it would be dangerous because there are flames with the candles. But yeah, in here it's unlit and in the digital page, so no harm can be done. Anyways, I'm filling colors for some objects I'm not using to actually track my mood and that I won't be using these colors either. Just thought it'll look more complete having this. And the title is with a brown brush pen and pink highlights. I also did a drop shadow for this title, but yeah, the title will alternate between brown and pink for each page. After that, I pasted my drawings into Goodnotes, numbered the items for each day, and wrote down the moods, which are cat puns. Not sure if this is overkill, but like, you know, if I'm having a great day, I'll be like, it's possum. Oh gosh, I might regret this. I promise I'm not a crazy cat lady yet. The habit tracker is a little more traditional. I'm tracking 6 things and I'm drawing more cats. Feels like there are so many possibilities when drawing cats. It was hard to choose what to do. The first cat is sleeping, very comfy. The second one is about to knock over a vase, which is also like classically what is depicted with cats in media. And the last one is drinking water or milk. I think some cats really like milk. I don't know if it's actually good for them, like cow milk, maybe like lactose-free milk. I'm using lots of orange, gray, and blue for cat colors, and when I'm too lazy, I use white. After that, I also did cat paw trails again, and it took quite some time because I rearranged things that I've drawn instead of drawing it straight out, which might have actually saved me time. Again, a pink with brown outline as the title, and I dropped everything in from Procreate into Goodnotes and named the habits using orange and blue. And of course, cannot forget about the notes page. It's so useful to me. Like, I can write anything that requires more space and doesn't really belong in the weekly setup. It doesn't have to be ideas. Sometimes I throw a grocery list in there. So yeah, super useful. The title have paw prints in them. Very cute, I think. This page comprises of cats I've drawn from previous pages and sections so that my note blobs are organized when I write them all in. For me, 6 sections is enough. You could do more or less depending on your writing, brainstorming style. And a new page I'm trying out is a song a day page. I drew some little cat things like yarn, milk carton, and a cat in the box. It's like their favorite thing for some reason, which is also nice because you don't really have to spend money on toys. I feel like I haven't really listened to new songs I've been listening to the same playlist for 3 months now, I think, and yeah, it's time to change it up. I wanted to have a place to put down the song I liked in that day, and at the end I can make a playlist based on this list. I also have a pink title with brown outline. And I dropped them in, rearranged them like what we do. I was going to do mini icons for each day, but it was a bit much and very cluttery, so I just went with the drawings scattered around within the page, and I have a favorites, 6 of them at the bottom. For each day, I also did different colored highlighted lines. They're alternating colors and they're all the theme color in quotations. So you could see the brown, pink, and beige. And there's also the minty green, blue, and orange that I used for the cats and other decorations. And lastly, here is an example of how I'm creating my weekly pages. I went with the blue title thinking it was going to be a nice break from the blush tone, but you'll see later that I changed that to beige. But how I wrote this was just a brush pen and outlined it with gray at first and then later on brown. I always need to have a mini calendar now in the weeklies because it's so helpful with like future planning and not having to refer back too often to like the actual monthly page. For the days, I use alternating colors for each letter, and it's so cute. I'm glad they went so well together. For the weeklies, I'm mainly reusing drawings from earlier pages and using different accent colors in each week as well, so like orange, green, and blue. I can't wait to see if these layouts will work for me. I played around with like the spacing and all. So yeah, we'll see. I also added in paw prints to write in the dates of each day. And that is it for this video. You'll see all of the weekly pages in a bit. You're seeing the early ones right now. Comment down below whether you're a cat or a dog person. I won't judge. Or if you like this new setup with my hand and all. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more and follow me on Instagram for some cool content. See ya!